Hey, it's Lokovodo here, and today I'm bringing you another banger video, and today we're going to be watching Lokovodo bouncetage number 1 and number 2, and we're going to be watching them with commentary by Lokovodo. It's me! Oh my god, it's me! Um, so yeah, I'm gonna explain what was going in my head for making bouncetage 1, bouncetage 2, and here's the thing. I actually have 102 clips, and some of these clips contain more than one bounce, so this is like well over 100 bounces. I have some world first bounces that have never been done before, ever. Especially 89 through 96. This is all pretty much all this is like world first. 86 it's like 10 world first like right here. Also, I'm pretty sure I got a world first variation actually off of a sky barrier on ambush. I have some really insane clips. Um and it's like I'm ready to go start editing my montage. But before I edit number 3, there was number 1. And before and then after number 1 there was number 2. And we're just going to talk about like how we got here. So basically, let's read the description. Okay, so this was edited in DaVinci Resolve Studios because I don't have Sony Vegas. I was 2 days late because of Coachella, but I had fun at Coachella and learned that all music is good music. Basically, I rediscovered my love for electronic music during Coachella, and that kind of like really, really, really inspired me to want to go and do something. Because, I was actually talking to my friend Eric, and I was kind of rekindling my friendship um, with one of my friends while I was doing some Minecraft reacts. And then, I was like kind of coming back to YouTube, and it was the first time coming back to YouTube in over 3 years, ever since I had a bunch of really bad shit happen to me that made me go offline for 3 years. But since I came back, I've been thinking a lot about Call of Duty because I started talking to one of my Call of Duty friends, which is Eric. And I found out about the OG Bonds cast, and it just kind of like every day I started thinking about the OG Bonds cast, and I started thinking about Call of Duty every day. So then, what I started doing, I was like, fuck it, let's download Call of Duty 4, let's download COD Jumper, and I actually started working on a montage, and I was thinking it would be really cool if I made a montage, because what if my old friends and people who knew me from way back in the day, what if they saw a Lokovodo bouncetage in 2026? So I was kind of thinking, I was like, fuck it. And right before I made my bouncetage, I actually released one of the best videos I ever did, which was a 2.5 hour long react to What Doesn't Kill Us by Reiji and Tekamix. Um, and this was really setting a strong precedent for what would later become some of my bread and butter, which is making my long form React series, which I guess I can also talk a little bit about why I've made the decisions to make some of these Reacts. But it's led us to where we are today, which is I'm uploading very frequently and I'm uploading with a lot of confidence. So that's really great when you're uploading tons of videos and you're confident about it, you're having fun with it. Um, I'm not really trying to flex too much, but if I go in my algorithms, if I go in my analytics, I've actually been like doing. So I only just started uploading YouTube Shorts to my main channel, and because of that, my views are up like a lot, like 24,000%, and my watch time's up. I'm even gaining subscribers. Um, And the thing is, before I started uploading shorts to my main channel, which my shorts are getting lots of views, they're doing pretty well. I have a very specific niche, which is like I'm doing trick jumping and Call of Duty with music in the background. Um, it's doing really, really well. And it's gotten to the point to where I can just like talk in front of the camera and I can get hundreds and hundreds of views with just talking in front of the camera. So, you know, I'm trying to make good shorts. I'm trying to be careful what I say. But before I got here, I actually had my second channel. And here's the thing, okay? So when I was homeless, ooh, look at this. I got my 50 subscriber achievement. Oh, that's nice. But here's the thing. So I made this channel when I was homeless. And I uploaded a lot of videos to this channel, actually. And this was kind of my actual true return to the internet. My oldest video is, like, some of these videos are crazy. Lokovodo isn't dead 2024 found footage. Like, what even is this? I'm just like, what am I even doing? I think that guitar sounded a lot better back then. I need to like restring my guitar or something. Um, God, these are old videos. This was a video I did while I was on acid. I was on acid. Three hits of acid as I hit my car for 14 hours straight while outside. You know, it's like, it's crazy. When I was homeless, when I was homeless, it was weird. It's just like, it was a really weird being homeless, and eventually, let's see, I have this. This was, let's see, so this was the day before my last birthday. So this was...
Addy. I used to go by Lokovodo. I kind of go by Lokovodo Addy. Anyways. I know things are gonna double when you can't reach the top with the bottom of the barrel. Wide open road, future now. Seems fucking narrow. All I know is that they don't know. All I know is that
My hair was such a mess in this video. I cut my own hair. I do all my own hair cutting. My hair was such a mess in this video.
I don't know nothing. All I know is that I don't know. All I know roll, no self-control, blowing out steam with methamphetamine. I don't know what I want, and it's all that I got, and I'm feeling scabs on my face. And I don't know what I want, and it's pay attention to the crack streets and the broken homes.
Basically, I was like, so this is like when I was homeless. I was recording videos in bathrooms, with my guitar. I basically saved up all my money when I was homeless to go and buy a guitar, and then I just like, you know, I have tons and tons and tons of videos, and a lot of these are like unlisted. Some of these are weird. Some of these are kind of cool. Some of these are kind of weird. Um, and some of these, like, I'm like hardly wearing clothes. I'm just like in my like trailer park white trash pink robe, which, oh my god, when I was homeless, that pink robe was American Net. What a weird name. This is a little bit better sounding than some of the earlier stuff. This is a little, definitely better. And then like I was uploading videos where like I was like doing MCR covers at weird angles.
Just you and I, our stories must remain. And back away from me, you
You test me.
From the race to the rosary, we lose ourselves, and with these wounds, avenge my will. I will avenge my guilt for every breath I take.
God, I was really going through some shit during that time. Let's see that then here's like a little bit later. In this video, I'm wearing a really pretty dress, actually. This is like I don't wear that dress very often because it is a very, very, very pretty dress. But I actually have the perfect way to coordinate more outfits with it now that I have more clothes, actually. I look great, and you see my fishnets in this video? I look great. I look so good. I look so good in that video, actually. I should wear that dress more often. I look really good in that. I even like have like a let's see. So it's
Went right around to South Colorado, West Texas bound. We stopped on over in Santa Fe that day in the pony about halfway. And you know it's hottest part of the day, and they were all around.
that's like a whole that's like that song is a story. Lokovodo, Insomniac, Christmas. I got like a lot of like unlisted shit too. And then I go click the shorts.
I am not subservient to your soul, right? Downclassed by the powers that be, give me loss of hope, cast.
Good for me with all that shit. And then like yeah, I was doing YouTube shorts, and then the thing is, shorts go really deep, and I tried to like make the bad ones. I tried to make bad ones unlisted, and I tried to keep up the ones that were better. Some of my bad ones did get a lot of views. Um, I tried my best. Like I was homeless at the time, so I didn't really have high standards for videos. But then eventually I uploaded 22 months, which was on the day that I stopped being fucking homeless. And, I was really lost after, I was really, really lost after that. I remember when Charlie Kirk died, I uploaded a video singing, haha, you're dead. I was really just, like, confused around this time as to what to do. American Idiot, small cover, Grateful Dead thing. Did Westbound sign? The Westbound sign was actually pretty good. Also did Fuck Off and Die. This one is decent.
Boxed up, all the favorite things, so the rest of the rainy yard sale. Big plans and leaving friends in a westbound sign. Laid out, dressed on scale, brave feeling that nothing had made sense. Just transportation with a blank decision. She's taking off, just taking off, taking off, taking off. No time, and no copping out. She's burning daylight and petrol. Black out the rearview mirror, head west, but strung out on confusing road with a 10-minute nervous breakdown. The Xanax, a fever thought she's determined. She's taking off. She's taking off. Taking off. Taking off. Oh, is it salvation or escape from discontent? Will she find her name in the California cement? Punch out on the grind, that's punched too many times. Is tragedy 2,000 miles away?
That one was pretty good. Like, that one was pretty good. Like, honestly, that was pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that, actually. It's pretty good. And then, And then I got into Mega Bonk, and that really helped. I started speedrunning Mega Bonk, and speedrunning Mega Bonk really, really helped. That was actually the thing that helped me reach out to my old friends. Because what happened was, like, I didn't have any friends at all, actually. I didn't have any friends. And then I got a world record in Mega Bonk. And then I actually went on later to get a bunch of world records in Mega Bonk. I got a ton of world records in that game. And then after that, I started speedrunning, and I like actually got really into speedrunning for speedrunning Deep Rock Galactic. And I actually I kind of like gained like a good reputation in the community because I tried really hard. I played for like a month or two, and I tried really, really hard. And then eventually, after playing Deep Rock Galactic and stuff, and I was like talking to my one of my friends, and eventually I started going for Call of Duty bounces again. And when I started going for the Call of Duty bounces again, I was a real big Green Day fan, so that's why I was using the network, which is the secret Green Day man. So I was trying to pay homage to the time when I was homeless, when I was making that. And it's great because now I just upload videos. I don't even think about the videos I upload. I make videos and I upload it. And it's great. I'm doing covers, I'm talking shit, I'm making awesome shorts. This one's got 3,000. That's pretty good. Um, yeah, like some of these get like really good views. I'm really proud of my view counts that I get from my Call of Duty shorts. And also I'll upload covers, and some of my covers are they get good views. I get good views on my covers. Sympathy for the Grinch. This one actually had really good. People really liked that one actually. Um, so I'm just like I'm gonna keep doing it. This is like kind of like where I'm at with YouTube right now, and it's like let's see. So if we go to the Lokovodo channel, and on the Lokovodo channel we open up our videos. We're gonna take a look. When was the first Call of Duty video? The first Call of Duty video was me uploading right here, reacting to my 13-year-old Call of Duty bounce montage. And what happened was when I reacted to my oldest PC bounce montage, I thought I could do much better. I thought I could do much, 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 much better. So I decided to like try to do better. I tried to make a better one, which is what I did. And it actually was better. And I had good tags on the video. Hashtag COP4, hashtag COP4 bouncing. And before I released my video, I released again a 2.5 hour long documentary basically on what doesn't kill us, talking all about Ray G and Takamex, Jack and Tom. And I released a video on talking about Torin and John. I released a video talking about balance, my muscle and fuzz muscle. Released a video talking about From the Depths by Strum and C-Dubs. And then I also reacted to my 2012 console bounce montages, which was very nostalgic for me. And I was really proud of that. And I also had some DRG content. And my DRG content was like the Lokovodo deep dive on the 4x speedrunning. That was actually a really good video. But I kind of like, I actually, my overall video quality really shot up because what would happen would be I would make one of these really long videos, but then I would watch it. I'd actually watch my whole videos back. I'd watch them over. And being able to watch them back and watch them over really helped me be able to be like, I am my biggest critic. I am my biggest critic. And also, I released the reacting to the Aura Quadtage right after my Lokovodo Bounce Montage 1, so that was perfect timing. And then after that, I kind of went on a little content storm, dropped a couple of covers on my main channel. I talked about my own Call of Duty history, and I talked about my Tourette syndrome a little bit. And I paid homage to the OG Bondscast. And I also reacted to some really good dubstep, just so you can see me in the rawest. Like, this is just me getting stupid to some dubstep headbanging. Like, I'm just having fun. And then eventually, like, because I was like actually having so much fun, I actually started getting really good at my Twitch streams. And it's kind of interesting. So we opened my Twitch analytics. My Twitch analytics is kind of interesting because basically, let's see. So let's pick up the overview. So for our overview, I'm basically I've been going up on followers, which is very strange, but I've been posting good content, so maybe it has something to do with that. And then on my time streamed, I've been streaming like very consistently. Very, very, very consistently. I've just been grinding. I've been putting in the hours. And it's like, look, on that day where I stream the most, I got a bunch of follows. So it's like, really, this grind feels like it's been paying off really well, actually. Um, and I've just been clip farming, doing YouTube shorts. I'm just like I'm genuinely having tons of fun just doing my YouTube shorts and doing my analytics and all that. Um, Streams research COD 4. And then let's see. So then I go to my Addy channel. And I'm gonna show these off real quick. So here on my YouTube studios, this is my main channel analytics for Lokovodo. Insane. Really, honestly, doing really, really insane. And I can do better if I upload more YouTube shorts. So I'm gonna keep uploading YouTube shorts, and I'm just gonna try to be consistent with that. I just hit 50 subscribers, which is cool. It gave me a little analytic. My channel growth is really like popping off at like a really nice consistent rate for my second channel. And here's the analytics. And then here, so 25 plus 14, that's like 40. So that's like 40,000 views in the last month, something like that. And 31 plus 79, so that's like over 100 watch time hours. It's honestly actually really insane. That's like over 100 watch time hours across my two channels. And if I upload the long form videos really helps my watch time. But what also really helps the watch time is having high quality YouTube shorts. So if we look up like one of these YouTube shorts, like okay, so here's one. We'll click one. Here's "Leave Me Alone."
Everybody, 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 everybody.
And it's just like people loop this shit and they watch this shit when they wake up on their phones and they're like, "Oh wow, they're jumping in a video game. It looks cool." And it works. And let's see, we'll go to Lokovodo bouncetage 1. So again, we'll look at the bouncetage 1 before my Aura quadtage react, but it was after I started my big Call of Duty reacts. So now, take a look at this. Not this one. And take a look at this one. I wasn't very good at editing when I made this. I'm a lot better at editing in DaVinci Resolve Studio now. I had to like learn how to edit basically by making this video. This was like my video I made so that way I could learn how to edit in DaVinci Resolve Studios. And you know, now that I've done a lot more editing in DaVinci Resolve Studios, it is a good free alternative that does not cost money, that you don't need to pirate, you don't need to torrent, you can just download DaVinci Resolve Studios for free. It's free software, and it's a good alternative for Sony Vegas, actually. It takes quite a bit of time to adjust to the workflow, but if you like, you know, if you've used enough software and programs to make art on, DaVinci Resolve Studio is definitely a good one. And you know, I really like how I did this. So it's like you get to see my playtime on Call of Duty 4. So it's like, okay, 194 hours. And that's how many hours I had. I actually have a lot more hours on Call of Duty 4 now. Right now I'm up to like well over 300, and I put a very large amount of hours into bouncetage 2 and bouncetage 3. But bouncetage 1, I guess it was made in a quick time, but it was really like it was a love letter to Call of Duty videos. It was just like, I want to make a COD montage. So it's like, here was Lokovodo making a COD montage. I'm just like, I I really like the way I'm starting this up. Like, I started this up, we open the game. Zooming into Call of Duty 4. Starting the COD Jumper mod. Now playing part 1. Loading the map up in the video. Now, another thing. Okay, so I put my face in the video, and, you know, a lot of people actually really like that I put my fucking, my big goth punk ass Lokovodo face. A lot of people really like that I put my face in the video. And you know what? It's like a different type of montage when you're watching a montage that's got a face cam. And it's like kind of cool, right? Actually, it's kind of cool. It's different. It's like you see my personality. You see who I am. It's like, you know, you watch my COD clips, but you get to see the player behind the COD clips. And also, I gotta say, the intro, this opening clip was actually really good, actually. So we start off with an RPG jump bounce where I'm doing an FPS switch from 125 to 333 with an RPG jump to land on the little pole. And you could probably land it easier, but I'm just like, doing a little extra. And then I'm going into a second consecutive bounce where I have to hit the post so that way I can block my momentum and redirect my momentum into the opposite direction. And then, here's the thing, you can actually land that on top of the canopy, on top of the tent that's above the balcony, if you do a better jump. But I ended up, instead, I landed on the balcony, but then I went for a third bounce. And, you know, honestly, I feel like, because here's the thing, like, I'm coming back to Call of Duty after more than 10 years. Okay, so then coming back to Call of Duty after more than 10 years, which, like, by the way, we're gonna have to rewatch that because, you know, this is like, I had my big ass fucking face over, I had my big ass face over this. But that's okay. It's just like, my first thing to do after coming back to Call of Duty, it was like a 3-piece bounce. And I was thinking, like, so how do you get people to watch a montage? Okay, so in montage, you get, like, 4 kills and it's a quad feed. So what if you get 4 bounces in a row? Is that like a quad feed, but for bouncing? And that was kind of my mindset coming into this video, was like, I could maybe win over some people with my clips who wouldn't normally be won over. I could theoretically win them over by doing multiple consecutive strings of bounces. So then I had that as like my idea as to how I would pull people into the video. Because then if you pull people into the video, if they have fun with it, maybe they'll watch it. So we got first bounce right there, we do an FPS switch, RPG jump, then we do second bounce, then we're doing a block off of the post bounce so that way we can revert our momentum backwards with an FPS switch and an RPG jump so we can get in the balcony before we're doing that final bounce for the 3-piece with the FPS switch. Nope, we're just doing it with the RPG, that's all we need. And then I'm kind of thinking, okay, so right now, if someone is this far into my video, then maybe they're gonna just, you know, they'll probably stick around because they're probably into the music. You know, it's Green Day, it's The Network, it's like Billy Joe Armstrong singing, "What is the theory of reality?" right here. So me personally, I feel like I really like back-to-back bounces. I think if you do a bounce and you bounce back, I think that's really, really fucking swag. So that was something that like I was really thinking like I wanted to go for hitting bounces and then doing bounces back because that's just like I really think that's swag. Just the double. I'd be going for like 6 bounces there nowadays. That's a good one. This is a good one. This is actually a really good one. So like when I'm thinking about like what were the best bounces in Lokovodo bouncetage 1, I would say this is one of the best bounces. I like that one. I'm gonna like make a note. What are, like also this one right here. I feel like this one like for some reason this bounce always reminds me of Cooley. Something about this bounce is always reminds me of Cooley. Um, I hope he's probably he's you know I hope he's forgiven me by now. Probably I hope so. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna spend my whole life apologizing over and over and over again. I hope he can forgive me. And it's like, I don't know. I make Call of Duty videos again. Maybe he would like Lokovodo Bounce Taj 3. I bet if he watched my next bounce montage, I bet he would probably think it's a good video. I hope he's doing okay. Like, I don't know. Like, I hope he's doing okay. It's like, hope he's alive. Like, fuck, doesn't he live in like Florida? Like, Florida's pretty crazy. Jeez, my parents live in Florida. I hope I go visit Florida someday. But like, fuck, I gotta be stealth. I gotta, really blend in. If I go to fucking Florida, so I'm just like, fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I hope Cooley's doing okay. I really like this bounce. I really like that bounce. I like that one. I've tried going for that from a fucking like a sky barrier, by the way. That is something I should put more attempts into. Like I've tried jumping from a really tall spot to hit that one. This is a big ass bounce, but like the thing is, there's a better landing for that bounce. That's a good bounce. It's a nice bounce, but there's a better landing. Right now, I'm pog champing. I was just like, whoa! I was like, whoa! That one's that's good. That's this is a good bounce. This is really good. You can't even see the spot that you're jumping at when you start the jump. This is a really good one, actually. And then trying to bounce on those things that's such a difficult bounce to go for. Good landing. And then I hardly react, but I was probably stressed because I was probably going for it a lot. I wasn't as good at bouncing back then compared to now. I'm very, very good at bouncing right now, actually. I'm like I don't want to lose my skill at bouncing that I have right now because like I'm just like I'm so good at bouncing right now. Wait, where do I start? Where do I start? This is actually a really sick clip. So I start from there. I look really focused. That's really sick, actually. Doing those two back to back is really sick. And I got the third. That's really nice. Oh, I look so happy. That one was probably really good for me back then. Wow. I love these back to back. And then going for the third one, wow. Swag. That's swag. That's one of the best clips. That was really good. Oh, that's a big strafe. Okay, that's a good. Okay, that's good. And then we get the double. Nice. This is a nice video. Uh, that was an interesting one. I had to fucking like turn backwards. I remember that being a really hard landing. That was a really, really hard landing. That was a pretty good bounce. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I love the place where I jump off of. And actually doing the block off of there, that's pretty original. And that's a really clean landing. Yeah, this is a really good one. That's clean. Three, three, three to the top. It's an FPS switch. Big ass strafe. But then I landed at the lower spot. You can land at a higher spot. Big ass strafe though, so it looks really nice. And then in this clip, I was learning about the rainbow fade, which that's a whole thing. I learned that if you have the rainbow fade going on, it is distracting. People get drawn into the rainbow. It's just like it is a thing. And now that's like totally my thing. Looks like I was doing an RGB 3 fade right there. Right now I'm on a 7 fade, I believe. I like lights. I look so focused. I look so focused. Original landing, get on the light pole, then extra bounce. That's insane. I'm a bounce god. What the fuck? That's insane. That's like... That's actually... Oh, that's insane! So 1, 2... The FPS are 3... 4, so that's like a 4-piece. Jeez. And then I even hit a 5th bounce. I just for the fuck of it, I hit a 5th bounce. Jeez, that was like actually really decent. Actually, that was actually really. I'm surprised. You know, I was really thinking that the Lokovodo bouncetage one. I was really thinking it wouldn't be like that good. I thought bouncetage 2 was just gonna be way better. Look at this. I'm just like in the middle of my YouTube video. I'm just like hitting up Ogie. I'm just like, bruh. I'm just like, bruh. I'm just like, bruh, bruh, bruh. We should get each other's Discord, bruh. That's basically what I'm saying. So here's the thing. Okay, so then came Lokovodo bouncetage 2. So this one was really. So here's the thing, okay? I got really inspired from Coachella, then I got really inspired because of EDC, okay? I got really, really inspired because I actually redeveloped a passion and a love for electronic music again. Um, I discovered this like passion, love for life, just like listening to electronic music, and I discovered like, I discovered Grizz, Wooly, Subtronics, Crank That. I discovered Levity. I discovered like a million dubstep artists, like in my Spotify. Um, I have a lot of dubstep. Like I learned about Excision. I learned, and I've always been a fan of Flux Pavilion, but I caught up on Flux Pavilion's recent stuff. Listened to like all of the latest Circus records, and listened to like what Flux Pavilion Dr. P had cooked up in the lab, and learned about like Cyclops, and learned about like so many dubstep producers. Um, I love dubstep so much. My dubstep bangers playlist has like 160, and then I got like a level 2 playlist, and like I got like a sing along dubstep playlist. And then what happened was like I rediscovered my love for rap music actually, which was really fun. And I'm really, really happy that I rediscovered my love for rap music because I actually really like rap music. I've always really liked rap music. I've always really liked rhyming. I've always really liked freestyling and getting fucking stupid on a mic. I've always really enjoyed that. I've always been doing that my whole life. But I basically rediscovered my love for it basically because of dubstep. Maybe it was because of Levity. Maybe it was because of Grizz. Maybe it's because of Grizz. Maybe it's because of Levity. Maybe it's because of Subtronics and Wooly. Like, I don't know. Like, I like actually just like I rediscovered my love for making mixes of dubstep actually for Call of Duty videos. So then the thing is, when I was making Lokovodo Bouncetage 2, I actually honestly, I rushed the video. I'm not gonna lie, I accidentally rushed the video, and it was kind of a mistake to rush the video, but I think I really enjoyed the video. I think I still made a really good video, but I rushed it because I was so into using Fruity Loops for the first time in 3 years because I used to do Fruity Loops all the time and made like 3 albums. And my last album was a double album that was 1 hour and 1 hour and 56 minutes worth of music, which is actually just insane. It's an insane amount of music. And I'm just like, I was like opening up Fruity Loops for the first time ever. So then I was just kind of having fun. So then the thing is, with Logo to Bounce Taj 2, I was just having fun with the audio. And I ended up rushing the video, and then like I ended up needing to go for extra clips. So then on my desktop where I have my bounce montage 2, I actually still have all my clips. So we go 1 to about 40. It looks like there's about 40 clips. And then I had 16 extra clips. I had to get extra clips to fill time, and I guess that means I rushed the video. And the thing is, like, so when I decided to start working on the project of Lokovodo Bouncetage 3, I think I did a lot better with I did a lot better. I had a very good naming format for my clips, and I guess I shouldn't show the songs folder. I'm gonna keep that a surprise for now. Um, but I was just like a lot more professional about it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get 60 clips. That was my original goal, get 60 clips, but then I pushed it back and I was like, I'm gonna go get 100 clips. And I did it. I got 100 clips. I have 102 clips actually. And I guess there might be more. I might make a new folder for extra clips, maybe. Um, but yeah, it's like totally a thing I'm working on. So it's like I'm gonna be making this bouncetage 3 today, and I'm just trying to like get a perspective on where I'm at in the series of making my bounce montages. But when I uploaded bouncetage 2, this was like bouncetage 2 between bouncetage 1, bouncetage 2. It looks like I did a video on my past. Also, I did the story on Year of the Tiger, and I covered Foggy, that was 3 hours. I also watched a whole Bondscast on my channel, and the video right before my Bounce 2 is actually me watching a whole Bondscast, just giving support to Ogie, basically. And then I did my Bouncetage 2. And then between Bouncetage 2 to now, I've uploaded just like some whatever. I did some smaller reacts, like Lokovodo REACTS Backlateral Bounce Showcase. And then I reacted to one of my favorite videos ever, like 2 days ago. I even made a little video after Bonnaroo, which I'll probably start making more little videos after things. Because I like doing that. I just like making little videos. But anyways, this was uploaded 12 days ago, so I got 102 clips within 12 days for Bouncetage 3. Ever since uploading Bouncetage 2, all that I've wanted to do is make Bouncetage 3. 5 days ago, I uploaded 51 clips freestyle when I had 51 clips, so within 1 week, I got 51 clips for my montage. And I got a lot of YouTube short views from doing Call of Duty stuff. So I'm just like, okay. Now we're gonna watch Lokovodo Bouncetage 2. Put it like, do that one. That one should be good. Oh, actually, we'll put herself like right here. Okay. Also, what's interesting is like you can see the dates that I hit the clips in some of these clips actually. It's kind of interesting. What's with the black bars? Let me refresh. Interesting. That's an interesting render. Oh, it's the YouTube bar. There's a YouTube bar. So basically with this one, yeah, again, I just downloaded Fruity Loops and I was just trying to have fun with the audio. But I rushed the video. That's the thing. I think I rushed it. So Lokovodo Bouncetage number 2.
We are all dingus. I'm tripping. I haven't learned what Skrillex was. Welcome to the dingus. A zip and a double cup. I'm getting high. A zip and a double cup. I'm getting high. A zip and a double cup. I'm getting high as fuck. I'm getting high as fuck. A zip and a double cup. Level up. I'm getting high as fuck. I'm tripping.
Okay, I like I like the pace of the music. I like how it's like we're going from thing to thing on, and then the pace and the clips. Like we're just getting through, like we're just doing these clips. I actually like the. I think I like. Remember, I like this section. It's like I'm climbing up the building. I bet I could probably do even better if I did it now, because I'm just even better at bouncing now. That's pretty fun, because we did like a whole sequence where we climbed up like the building. So that's fun. I think the cinematic could have been sped up. I think I could have done there's alright pacing. I'm trying to critique myself here, okay? I'm trying to critique myself. I think these were some easy bounces. But, I don't know, an easy bounce is still a bounce. But I like how it was edited together in one segment.
No relationship with hoes, I just want that Becky. About my money, I get my Betty. Street nigga, no Memphis bitch, I still reckless. Smoking weed from the bone, and the lean got me sprung. Molly in my veins, got my heart
Being like a drum.
grinding on my teeth like a nigga chewing gum. Eyes Chinese tight, but I
Don't work it young. So high like I'm on a cloud. But the shit I got here loud. Oh, I like this bounce. This is creative from that spot. Juicy J can't. Added another bounce just for the hell of it. The mix is rough. The mix is like, I could definitely do better. The mixing's rough. I already did the mix, like, okay, so I'm just gonna say, I already did the mix for my third video, and the mix for my third video, I did a much better job. But this is fun, this is kind of funny, this is kind of hilarious. That's a pretty good bounce, that's a really good bounce. Hard landing. This is a big ass bounce. It's a big ass fucking bounce. Everyone likes strike table. These bounces are like big as fuck. These bounces are big as fuck. Like, these are some huge bounces. This was like a Juicy J tribute. Basically. This is a really, really sick bounce. That is a really, really sick bounce. By the end of this, like, here's the thing. By the end of this montage, I got really good at bouncing, actually. That's a nice-ass landing. So there's a mistake in this montage. So these two backlot clips, I accidentally used them twice in the video. Another big ass bounce. It's really hard to bounce that. That's a really good one. That was a really good bounce. And then MP Mega, this map is in with a big ass bounce. That's a gigantic fucking bounce. with the bounce back, it's huge bounces. I could maybe go for a better landing on that one. That's a hard one to try to land like on like the higher spot, but I think I could go for a better landing on that one. I visit this map a lot in the next bounce montage. This gets the worst strafe of the whole video award. That was definitely the worst strafe of the video. I look unimpressed by that strafe jump. So there's a clip I reused. I accidentally, like right here, I accidentally used those two clips twice. So that was like big mistake in the video. It was like a huge mistake in the video. Also, like that bounce is like very similar to another bounce from the other video. It is a different bounce though. But there's a better landing that you could hit. You could do a better landing on that one. That's a good landing. That's a really nice landing. That's a really good one. Also, that bounce is insane. That's a really sick bounce. And then doing the bounce, the land back. And then I edit it really smooth into that big ass bounce, which is like really sick. That's really sick. That's really, really sick. This video starts off in the middle, it's kind of like, but the ending is really, really sick. Also, that bounce is really hard. That's a really hard bounce. People inspire me. The owner of my smoke shop. God, that person, like Technico Magnifico, they're a very nice Twitch viewer. Not to out them, but geez, I really like the credits actually, and I'm gonna make the credits like I want to make the credits longer in my next one. Like I really like the credit sequence. I really really like that. That's fun. And you know, here's the thing. All right, well, my next Lokovodo bouncetage, it's probably gonna be the next video uploaded to my channel. So literally, here's the thing, right? the next upload on my Lokovodo channel is probably gonna be my bounce montage, so you gotta go watch my next bounce montage. It's gonna be so much better than my last one, and there's gonna be world first bounces that have never been seen before, never been done before. So like, who doesn't want to go look at some of that?